creativity is important in your thinking process, even if you are a mathematician.
Today, I just created something different, totally different from anything else.
As an artist, I must appreciate what's good. If it's good, it's good.
Coming here, I came with zero experience.
Since I've studied fine art, I always had the creative side of things.
I'm a graphic designer and I need all these other elements to accompany me in being a full artist.
Who knew I could draw so well? I didn't know that.
Last time I picked up a pencil or anything to draw was back in grade 9, so it kind of like reawakened that skill, well, and actually like developed it at the same time.
This workshop taught me that I should not rely on just my creative process or my creations. I can also use my knowledge in teaching other people, like getting funding from like the lotto or the banks or even government to go teach kids.
We started off with the typography concept of just learning how to focus and concentrate and actually like duplicating fonts. So that was mad. It looks difficult. It looks easy at first because you have tracing paper and everything, but to learn how to control your hand and concentrate on making it perfect is very hard.
When it comes to fonts, fonts is something that I didn't look at that will give me such a challenge, but I'm willing to work it out.
When you're an artist and when you're very creative, you have a lot of ideas, and when you just have one challenge or that one particular project in that day and you have so many ideas, should I do this, should I take this? So far that's like my greatest challenge.
Fonts, though it was difficult to execute because you have to be precise. You have to, you know, be straight up with the lines and like don't mess up the grid. That was easy to do but difficult to execute. And the painting as well, because it was the first time I actually put more time in painting, you know.
First task actually struggled, like my painting even went bad because like man, I haven't touched paint and all that in such a long time. But then like the second task we were doing now, fonts and all that, kind of got the hang of it, and then like it went out pretty well. Like it didn't come out the way I expected it to come out, but then it went pretty well.
I guess the biggest challenge was actually to tap into my creativeness and my creative ways, to see what I can and cannot do, to try and do the things that I think I cannot do.
Osmic told us what the workshop is about, which was he was mentoring us into how to make your creations, how to use your creativity as a business.
I find a lot of times creatives are broke. The reason creatives are broke is because no one's sitting down like this and said, but guys, have you ever considered 1, 2, 3? Have you ever thought of 1, 2, 3? At the end of the day, how do I go back home and say to my mother, I was able to get 2 grand for this, I was able to get 5 grand for this, I was able to get 50 grand for this.
It's things, opportunities which are not really available for us creators, especially now learning the business aspect, because people just think, okay, no, it's just painting or whatever, but we're actually being taught the business side where creators lack.
That was the basis of the workshop. And then the task that he's been giving us is more of how to create a font, why a logo is important, how to create a logo, the use of color, the planning, the business plans and all that.
I'm used to painting what I think, you know, whatever I think is right and whatever comes in my mind. But this time, having somebody giving a topic, and it kind of makes it it needs you to be very creative for you to get what you really want, but still be sticking to what you're given.
There's rules that govern how your thing at the end of the day comes out. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is for you to better articulate whatever it is that you're going to be taking out. That's always the best thing.
I hadn't done like art before, and like in terms of fine arts, painting and everything. So, and I always wanted to do it. So the here creatives workshop Joburg gave me a chance to explore on that part of my art venture, you know, because I'm a graphic designer and I need all these other elements to accompany me in being a full artist.
Now I can actually do graffiti or some kind of logo or type of graphics. So I've established a skill and like a knowledge of like the industry as a whole.
With all the knowledge that I'm gaining from here, in 2 years to come, I'll be very, 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 very far.
Creativity is on the rise, and if you can show the kids, especially like high school kids and people who are not sure about the careers that they want to partake in, if you can show them, take them to these kind of workshops, I think they can also see that there's a business or there's money in the creative industry.
I believe that every child actually is an artist, but the problem is when people have to grow up and still maintain that artistic child inside you when you're being an adult.
For me, I feel like it's a opening chapter to my life, and I'm gonna get to actually experience more from this. They need to just open it up more to the public.
Cape Town, Durban, PE, small townships like Zakan.
It shouldn't be something that comes once in a while, you know, or if it's for 3 weeks, then maybe in the next 2 months there's other people that benefit from this, because I think it's a very positive thing.
It's a great learning experience, no lie.
We've gained tools that we can use when we step out of here and go out in the industry and slay.
It's a learning curve for me, and I didn't know how creative I am until I actually just started this workshop.
I'm glad to be working with these guys. Hopefully one day we'll be doing something together.
This is kind of like a mentorship as well as learning, gaining tools, and it's just something that I really think the organizers have hit the nail on the head with this one.